reason for them not to support it, and I think it's pretty shameful that they're instructing their members not to.
And Steak and Shake just switched out, and people are raving about these French fries.
Two caricatures united against Zionism. Basically, we have rabbis from Palestine, from Jerusalem.
Had any conversations with Leader Jeffries at all about the CR since the text drop?
We have not since the text drop, but I look forward to talking to them about it. I can't imagine that they would just tell everyone to vote against funding the government when they are all on video 1,000 times saying that would be a great calamity for the country. It is a clean CR. There is zero reason for them not to support it, and I think it's pretty shameful that they're instructing their members not to.
And that's House Speaker Mike Johnson yesterday readying a vote today on a continuing resolution to keep government funded and open at current levels through September. White House sources telling Fox News Digital that President Trump will be making calls to potential Republican holdouts.
A meal with Fox's Sean Hannity. The pair dined at fast food chain Steak and Shake, eating burgers and fries in a bid to highlight the chain's switch to frying their food in beef tallow, which is a healthier alternative to traditionally used seed oils.
Beef tallow.
Oh, by the way, here you go.
Here's just take the red mask and I'll take those trays back for you. Okay?
Oh, okay. Is that...
This is you, Sean.
Oh, this is me? Okay, thank you.
And Secretary, this is for you. All right, gentlemen. Enjoy.
Thank you. You didn't pick up my Coke, did you?
Get your Coke. I got you, buddy.
Miss Small with the little ice.
Okay.
But I'm not going to drink it all because he's going to yell at me. I'm only kidding.
And Steak and Shake just switched out, and people are raving about these French fries. You taste them.
They're
I taste
amazing.
them.
They really are. I'm not... There's not...
When I was a kid and I travel in Europe, Europe is great, always had great food. The French fries were always a disappointment because we had the best French fries here. They had pommes frites over there, and they just didn't taste right. Today, the best French fries in the world are in Europe. I order them every time I go to Belgium or France or any place else. And the French fries here just don't taste right. And you taste these, it's a completely different experience, and the customers are raving about it.
And RFK Jr. has become such a trailblazer in this space that his name has become a verb in the fast food industry.
Other companies, Steak and Shake has been great. We're very grateful for them for RFK'ing the French fries. They turned me into a verb. But also Popeyes.
By the way, a plastic straw. Thank you. Thank God. I can't stand those paper straws. I hate them.
Commentator Charlie Kirk applauded the move, saying RFK Jr. just ate Steak and Shake on live TV, the fast food joint that's bravely frying everything in beef tallow. This is the way. Maha. This commentator agreed, saying RFK Jr. chowing down on Steak and Shake fries cooked in beef tallow. Now that's a Friday move I can get behind. Maha vibes are sizzling hotter than those fries. Healthy America, one tasty bite at a time. But not everyone was convinced, with this commentator saying, sorry, but on what planet is eating processed fast food healthy? But despite RFK's mission to make America healthy again, he won't be dictating people's food choices.
You know, this Steak and Shake is freely decided to do. That's not the case.
Oh, I mean, I'm a libertarian outlook. People should be able to make their own choices. If you want to eat a donut or seed oils, you should be able to. You should be able to exercise informed choice. You should know what that product is, what's in your food, and what the health impacts are. And that's all we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to incentivize people to, we're going to incentivize companies to be transparent. And we're going to inform Americans about what's making them sick. Nobody wants to be sick.
I don't want to be sick.
And as US Secretary of Health, RFK Jr. is following in Elon Musk's footsteps and clearing out the waste in the FDA.
You say clearing out the corruption in your terms. Would that mean clearing out the top level federal service workers that are currently at the FDA and the CDC?
In some categories, I would say.
What does that look like? Yeah,
in some categories of workers, there are entire departments, like the nutrition departments at FDA, that have to go. That are not doing their job. They're not protecting our kids. Why do we have Fruit Loops in this country that have 18 or 19 ingredients, and you go to Canada and it's got 2 or 3?
Would you eliminate any of the agencies?
to eliminate the agencies as long as it requires congressional approval. I wouldn't be doing that. But I can get the corruption out of the agencies. This is what I've been doing for 40 years. I've sued all those agencies. I have a PhD in corporate corruption, and that's what I do. And once they're not corrupt, once Americans are getting good science and are allowed to make their own choices, they're going to get a lot healthier.
He's also taken immediate action to combat the epidemic of chronic health conditions that have taken over America.
Last Thursday, President Trump signed an executive order to establish the MAGA Commission to study what has caused the precipitous decline in American health over the past 2 generations. So we will convene representatives of all viewpoints to study the causes for the drastic rise in chronic disease. Some of the possible factors we will investigate were formerly taboo or insufficiently scrutinized. The childhood vaccine schedule, electromagnetic radiation, glyphosate, other pesticides, ultra-processed foods, artificial food additives, SSRI and other psychiatric drugs, PFAs, PFOAs, microplastics. Nothing is going to be off limits. Whatever belief or suspicion I have expressed in the past, I'm willing to subject them all to the scrutiny of unbiased science. That is going to be our template.
Your host, Mike Page, thanks again for joining us, as always, bringing you some of these live feeds, top stories, and, of course, when breaking news happens, you know we have you covered here. Well, take a look at what the president said of the arrest over the weekend of a former Columbia student, a Palestinian organizer, saying that President Trump said, "We will find, apprehend, and deport these terrorist sympathizers from our country, never to return again. If you support terrorism, including the slaughtering of innocent men, women, and children, your presence is contrary to our national and foreign policy interest, and you are not welcome here." So again, that coming over the weekend of the ICE arrest of the former Columbia student for his apparent role in the anti-Israel protests and encampments that happened last year, and we showed you so many of them over the course of last year. Now we want to take you out live to this active protest of that arrest. We should also tell you the breaking news that a judge has denied for the time being that deportation. There is going to be a special hearing on Wednesday for that organizer. So what we'll do right now is just play out just some of the sights and sounds coming out of New York City. Let's listen in.
Rabbi Yisrael David Weiss of Neturei Character Jews United Against Zionism. Basically, we have rabbis from Palestine, from Jerusalem, Al-Quds, and many of us who are immigrants, second-generation immigrants. My father escaped from the Nazis. His parents were killed in Auschwitz, as my mother and almost the entire family. I was born here. We are Jews, and because we are Jews, we cannot be silent when we're witnessing a massacre, a wholesale murder of the people in Gaza, and it's being perpetrated under the name of my religion, Judaism. And if anybody dares to speak and to try to somehow express their hurt, their feeling, students who are relatives of these people and others who have humanity on their mind, they're immediately accused of being anti-Semitic. Now, anti-Semitic, we know it's in our bones. My family suffered from anti-Semitism. But anti-Semitism means when you hate somebody because of their religion, because of Jewish, not when you are opposed to a